All right, today we're going to demonstrate for you a grinder. This is a Brown & Sharpe Model 1, and it's a hydraulic machine and electrical, obviously. And we have it set up here going with the external grinding wheel running and the workhead and the table going back and forth. This also has a swing down ID attachment, which we'll show you later on. So you have here speed for the table. We can slow this down. We have speed for the workhead. We could slow that down or speed it up. Have your tailstock here. It's got a lock on it. You have a diamond mounted here for dressing the wheel. You got your table stops here that you can slide around and adjust the length. You've got control of the table. You can work the table by hand. And when you pull this out, you can go into a finer ratio and have a fine ratio for the manual. You can start and stop the workhead. You have a jog. And you also have a feed. So this is your feed dial. As we bring this in clockwise, we're bringing the wheel slide in. Okay. Right now I have the stop down. That's why I can go around and around. But when you get to where you're going to want to grind, there is a solid stop. And then there's also a fine feed once you go up against that stop. So we start from here. When we engage the pick feed, now this machine only has pick feed. There's no plunge. So you see we feed when we get to the reversal dog. The amount that this feeds is adjusted through control knob over here. You could also turn on or off one side or the other, so you feed only on the headstock side or only on the tailstock side. Right now we're feeding on both sides. On this particular machine, the oil goes inside, but the hydraulic unit itself is put into the base of the machine from the rear. It is a individual unit that goes inside the machine. It's also got a generator on it that's making DC voltage for your workhead. This machine is all original. Everything on here is original Brown & Sharpe, including this Acculine Electroline, which is a mechanism for adjusting your table taper. It has an indicator here, but this is not currently working, and maybe you can have it fixed. But right now this is just with the machine. We are not selling it working. This is the cable to plug it in. I don't know where or if there are people who can adjust it, but you don't need it. You just put an indicator here and you get your taper out. It's currently wired for 220 volts, and I'm going to show you how the ID attachment works. I just want to get it in the right place. I'll stop it. It's got a little lock up here. You lift up that lock and then you could pull this down. You have a switch here for external or internal. And then there's your internal grinder. Normally it would work by hand with that. You could slide the dog up very close and have a reciprocation. Some people like to do that. Then you would lock this down into place. Usually you would take your tailstock off and have your headstock running. So there you have it. That's the Brown & Sharpe number 1. Thank you very much.